Week 4, the game in Pittsburgh was super fun. Jets at Steelers. The Jets won 24-20. But two young quarterbacks made their season debut. Zach Wilson, the Jets quarterback, played for the first time after starting the year hurt. He had a minor knee surgery during the preseason. By the way, it's a huge year for Zach Wilson where he's in his second year now. He's trying to prove to the world and prove to his team he's a franchise quarterback. Now, on the other side of the field, you have Steelers quarterback Kenny Pickett, who made his NFL debut. First time ever playing an NFL game. Great for him. Now, Zach Wilson, the Jets quarterback, dealt with kind of an ugly day as the quarterback of the New York Jets. They had no running game at all. They were like, the amount of times that the running backs just got stuffed in the backfield was embarrassing and frustrating. They ended up with like 90-something yards rushing, which I don't know how. I have no idea how it added up to that, but somehow they did end up with technically 90 yards rushing. Didn't feel like that watching at all. Zach Wilson was also under constant pressure throwing the football. He's very lucky TJ Watt didn't play for Pittsburgh. The Jets offensive line is struggling, man. And Zach Wilson, dude, is running for his life at times. Now, Zach did save the day. He delivered in the end and made a lot of big throws when he needed to. So honestly, what an amazing way to start 2022 for Zach Wilson. I mean, Zach Wilson is trying to prove that he is the Jets franchise quarterback. And when you think of it that way, week 4 was a perfect start for him because that's what a franchise quarterback does, is deliver at the end of a game and win a football game. You know, the Jets were down 10-20 with 10 minutes left in the game, and Zach put together 2 great touchdown drives in the fourth quarter. He had an 11-play, 81-yard touchdown drive, then a 10-play, 65-yard touchdown drive. That's a massive start for Zach Wilson and a promising result. Again, that's what a franchise quarterback does, is deliver at the end of a game. But, and you knew a but was coming. I was going to, here's the problem. It was also concerning because does Zach Wilson have to rescue the Jets every single game? Pass protection was terrible. The running game was awful. The offensive line is a mess. It's really concerning. And what we saw week 4 from the Jets was not a sustainable winning formula. Like, you can't go into the final 10 minutes of every game down 2 touchdowns, needing your second-year quarterback to rescue you when your offensive line is awful and no one's making a play. I think New York has got some good skill players. They've got at receiver Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson's awesome. They've got a running back tandem I like, Michael Carter and Breece Hall. But if the offensive line is garbage, then it's going to be a really long year for Zach Wilson and the Jets. And it's not all their fault. They've had injuries. They've had a lot of setbacks. But I worry that the Jets' awful offensive line is going to hold back what potentially could be a very interesting and exciting year for the Jets' young quarterback, Zach Wilson. And it's going to make him look bad. It's going to make people think he's not a franchise quarterback when I will argue I don't think he's getting the offensive line support that he deserves and he needs to be successful. And I don't know very many quarterbacks who could succeed behind a truly awful offensive line like what we saw from the Jets against Pittsburgh week 4.